Hello and welcome to the Williams Gymnasium for Game 3 of the Green and White Scrimmage schedule. My name is Patrick Smith. I'm the Director of Sports Information here at Lees-McRae. And to my left is the Visual Media Coordinator, Travis Stanley. Hello, Travis.
Hello, Patrick. How are you?
So now to set the scene for you. So due to the announcement to postpone the Conference Carolinas Fall Championships on August 15th, Bobcat Nation had to adjust to their first fall without live contest. However, thanks in large part to the guidance of our fearless leader, Craig McPhail, who you might know as the Vice President for Athletics and Club Sports, and the technical know-how from Mr. Stanley, we have developed this Green and White Scrimmage series to bring live sports back to Bobcat Nation. As we mentioned a few minutes ago, today will be a women's volleyball scrimmage between the Green and White, who will be coached by head coach Caitlin Bullock and assistant coach Abigail King, respectively. So now we're going to run down through who's on what team, starting with the green team first. A freshman from Sanford, North Carolina, number 1, Austin Varner. A freshman from East Bend, North Carolina, number 2, Kavana Held. A sophomore from Honolulu, Hawaii, number 3, Mahae Chun. A freshman from White Pine, Tennessee, number 7, Harley Schumacher. A junior from Bethlehem, Georgia, number 11, Caden Hill. A freshman from Wake Forest, North Carolina, number 12, Peyton Jones. And finally, a senior from Winterville, North Carolina, number 21, Caitlin Smearney. And now for the white team, a freshman from Rockport, Indiana, number 4, Bree Adamson. A freshman from Winter Haven, Florida, number 5, Kayla Myers. A sophomore from Hickory, North Carolina, number 8, Lauren Zayavong. A freshman from Low Gap, North Carolina, number 9, Madison Goins. A freshman from Downs, Illinois, number 13, Olivia Larson. A junior from Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico, number 14, Natasha Moreno. And finally, a sophomore from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 17, Olivia Nee. So there we go with the pregame. We have a couple minutes left to go here. Both teams are warming up here in Williams Gymnasium. We'll take a short break before we give you live action here in Game 3 of the Green and White Scrimmage schedule. Okay, so it looks like both teams are ready to go here. We got the green team coached by Abigail King and the white team coached by head coach Caitlin Bullock, and we'll get started here. We have some of our men's volleyball players who were screened prior to the game acting as officials for this. So the green team is going to start here. We'll see who this is on the first serve of the day. It looks like number 12. That's Peyton Jones. So good play back and forth. Ball goes over the net. Back to, so it's going to be Smirne with a nice hit over. And nice little back and forth play. And looks like it's going to be a first point here for the green team. White had a good look at that, but just couldn't maintain the dig.
A little miscommunication there on the set, and that'll be a point.
So it's going to be Jones again back to serve. Nice dig there from Moreno. Oh, nice kill. Let's see who that was. Looks like number 17. That's Olivia Nee, rather.
Little reminder for those watching, we are keeping track of the total set score, so you will not see the current score on screen. You will only see the score when someone actually wins a set.
So that was Lauren Zayavong with the serve as the play goes back and forth. A 1-1 score here early in the first set. That's going to be bumped over. Green settling it. We get a good strike there, and it's number 7. That is Harley Schumacher with a kill. Just scraped right over the net, but in there for a point, so it is 2-1 Green.
Several fresh faces here. Don't recognize several of these folks, so it'll be interesting to see everyone first time in action.
Yeah, 10 newcomers added to this team. This is going to be a brand new team for Caitlin Bullock in her, I believe this is her 3rd year at the helm of the women's volleyball program, so we'll see what she has in store. So the play goes back and forth. It's going to be a bump over. That's number 2. That's Kavana Held. It looks like that's going to be out of play, point to Green. That was a good-looking hit, just a little bit outside.
Good discipline there from the Green squad to not be tempted to interact with that ball that was going too long.
As this looks like it's going to be Smirne serving. That's going to be a point for White on that. That's a good call there, I believe.
Net interference?
That's what I'm thinking. It's either that or a double hit. Usually if you're called in that fashion and all the players look at the official, that's more than likely what it's going to be. So it looks like we're going to get a serve here. That's number 4, Bree Adamson. Goes right into the net, her first serve. I believe she is a freshman. This is her first ever competition in Williams Gymnasium. I'm a little nervous to start off this game. 4-2 a score. That was a nice play there. That's number 7, Harley Schumacher, another freshman, getting some early touches here as Green takes a 5-2 advantage in the opening minutes. It's a good hit there. White sends it across. Trying to get something set up. That's Moreno on the far side. It's right to Smirne. That's going to be number 2, Kavana Held. Sent it over, but it's going to be White picking up the point. 5-3 score.
Great communication there on the White squad in order to get that block. You mentioned this being Caitlin's 3rd year here in Banner Elk. She certainly brought a lot of energy to the program as well as to the men's program, as she was named last year the men's head coach as well. And this is certainly going to be an exciting season.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So there's number 2. That's Held again, getting a lot of touches here early on. She sent a nice shot over, and it looks like a little miscommunication. That was number 13, Olivia Larson, misplaying it past her own teammate, so it's going to be a 6-3 score. So now it looks like Caden Hill, her first serve of the day. Looks like it may have came off wrong. She's shaking her hand on the far side there. That one goes into the net, 6-4.
May have hit a nerve there in your hand. Sometimes if you slap something like that, you know, flat-handed, you kind of get a twinge and may have taken
the favorite spot, funny bone.
Yes, of the hand.
So now we get some back and forth action. Oh, nice block there on the far side. I'm trying to see who that is. It looks like that is freshman Kayla Myers with the block, number 5 on the white team. That's going to go out of play. Green with the point. We want to send a quick thank you to the men's volleyball players who are helping today. We have a couple line judges that are helping and a couple ball rollers and ball cleaners. So we are keeping it very sanitized here in the Williams Gymnasium.
Excellent discipline by Chun on that last play there to not go for the ball that was going out of bounds, but Chun's not able to get to that one for the dig, and that'll be point for the white team. Again, the score on your screen will just be reflective of how many sets have been won by each squad, and we will not be keeping track, at least on the screen, of what the current score of the set we are in is.
So now as the ball goes over to white, that is Myers sending it over. Let's see if Green can counter here. Oh, that was in. That was a nice shot there. That was the senior, I believe, from Winterville, Caitlin Smirney, hitting it right in the corner. The all-conference performer from last year, third team all-conference Carolinas, getting a great touch there.
Caitlin is certainly part of the heart of the team. She brings a ton of energy, and I can really tell that the girls really like playing for and around her.
There's a nice pass over there by the green team. White setting it up. Ooh. That looked like a very good attempt at a block there. I almost thought that was in. But White escaping with a point there. That was the combo of Schumacher and Smirney were there to block it, but it stayed on their side, so it's a point White. Just out of play there, that was number 9. Madison Goins, her first serve of the day. 9-6 the score. Green still in the lead. Wonder if there's some bragging rights between these coaches. So far, we've had a couple assistant coaches beating the head coaches. So, wonder if there's going to be a nice little coaching change once we get closer to December. That'd be a good birthday present for the head coach, getting demoted halfway through.
We were joking
Yes.
after some of the other games, like you had mentioned, where the assistant had beaten the head coach and had joked that there might be performance reviews after the game and whatnot. But all in good fun, but certainly interesting, and I'm sure there will be a little internal rivalry after this one's over.
Definitely. So that ball goes out of play. I believe that was Myers hitting it out. So now it's going to be White serving. Trying to see the number. That looks like that's number 8, Lauren Zayavong, hitting it over, and that's going to go out of play. So 11-7 the score now. White team having some missed timing on their serves. A couple of their serves have gone out of play.
Yes, I believe it says 11-7. I believe the score might actually be 10-8. We will see if that gets sorted out.
Looks like we're keeping it 12-7.
All right. I guess I was wrong.
Friendly competition
I've
there.
been
You
wrong
may have been
before.
right, but I think we're still working out all the kinks here in the Williams Gymnasium with a new crew on the table. That one goes out of play, so now it will be 12-8. Just some miscalculations on the side there. We talk about calculations after the softball scrimmage we had in our second green and white scrimmage. There was a 3-team. I had to take a mental breather after that to figuring out what inning we were in the entire game.
3-team round robin with 12 half innings. It was interesting.
Yeah, that was the first time calling something like that, so that was rather interesting. Nice hit there. That was number 13, Olivia Larson, with a nice kill.
Just outside the reach of Caitlin Smirney.
So now we'll go to a 12-9 score. And we are today, just to let the fans at home know, we are playing the full best of 5, like a normal contest here in Williams Gymnasium. I believe that was number 4. That was Bree Adamson, the libero, making a nice serve there. It goes right out of play. So 12-10 score. That was a nice play there. That was number 17, Olivia Nee, with a nice hit over. Sneaks right in past the green, so closes the deficit to 12-11. That was going to go out of play, so now even score, 12-12 here in the first set. White team battling back.
Certainly gotten much more interesting the last several points. It looked like green might separate themselves, but to White's credit, they've came back and pulled even.
Well, that looked like a good attack, but blocked there. That was number 13. That was Olivia Larson with the block there to keep it on her side. Moreno with a nice hit. Goes right into the waiting hands of number 12, Peyton Jones. That's going to be a nice kill there by Smyrny.
Looked like that one might be going long, but White decided to try to put that back in play, and it'll be point for the green team.
It's got to be tough with all these lines you're seeing out here due to the basketball lines also being on the same court. It's hard to tell which one is the volleyball line. I'm sure the girls are used to it, but it's tough when you're looking to save a ball, which line you are playing. It's a nice hit there. That was number 13, Olivia Larson, with the kill. Sneaks right in the far corner.
That ball kind of died right there at the far edge. Had a lot of oomph coming over the net, and then just kind of gave out right there to drop in. And that serve will go into the net, so that'll be point for the green team.
The green team's definitely benefiting from these couple miscues on the serving, having at least 4 or 5 of their points coming off of errors by the white team. But like we said, there's 10 newcomers on this team. We're still working out all the kinks, and this is only, I believe this is still their first week of back practicing. So they're still working out all the kinks among this team.
Trading serves into the net there. So we'll go back to the other side, and it'll be a white serve.
That looks like that's one of the newcomers, a junior transfer, Natasha Moreno, getting her first bit of action here in Williams Gymnasium. And a nice-looking serve right down the line. Starts off with a nice-looking serve as White takes their first lead of the contest since the opening minutes, 15-14.
Smyrny's knuckles must be a lot tougher than mine. After not being able to get to that ball, she punched the floor in frustration. I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
Over there. We'll have to buff out afterwards, but that comes with the territory. Nice play over. That's Chun there on the dig. And that's going to be number 2. That's Kavana Held sending it back over. I believe she is also a freshman. We're saying all the freshman names. We do have some upperclassmen that are going to be the leaders on this team. This team is rather young. That one just goes just a bit outside. So it's going to be a 15-16 game. 16 with the white team taking the lead here. About the midway point of the first set. We are playing all 5 sets today. If we have to. If they're needed, as we knock on wood. And that one goes right in the net. That was Adamson. Just saw the sign. Attack Mountain is what the volleyball team goes for here. And this is definitely Attack Mountain. As we are, I believe, 4,000 feet up, a little bit less.
Right around 4,000 feet. We are the highest elevated college east of the Rocky Mountains.
That's insane. The air is definitely thinner up here, so I've noticed. It's going to be a pass across. That's going to be Meyer sending it over. Nice dig there. Green keeps it in play if they have to bump it over. Nice play there by the white team. Even as they keep the lead, 17-16. I got to remember, it's hard to tell who is guest and who is home when it's the same team playing against one another.
White will get the point there, but great effort by Held in order to get that dig for the green team to keep that rally going.
As now that's going to be, as I look at our number, that's number 5. Actually, no, it's number 9, rather, Madison Goins, who sent the ball in. So we get some play at the net going back and forth. Green team setting up Adamson sends it back. It's going to be Myers in the far court. And a nice kill there, send it right off the green defender. 18-16 now.
Myers was able to hit that one with enough force to where getting a block there just wasn't possible and deflected out of bounds for White Point.
So some of the other things we wanted to touch on quick while the game's going on, we'll get you back to the action in just a second. For those of you who don't know, Tate Field, which has been the natural grass home of the Bobcats since its inception. Oh, we got a timeout, so this is perfect timing to go to our notes here. So yeah, Tate Field is going to be converted into an artificial turf playing surface for the start of the 2021 season. If you haven't checked out, we do have a live camera feed. All you have to do is go to lmcbobcats.com and click on the multimedia tab. Go to the Tate Field construction cam, and you can watch daily updates. I believe most of the dirt is gone now of what they're taking out. So
yes, the dirt has been moved, and right now we're putting, they're dumping gravel. I assume the gravel is just a layer of gravel, and then the rest of the playing surface after that. So done a lot of work, a lot of good work so far.
So what they're saying is hopefully around Christmas time or some point in December we'll have a finished product. So it'd be a nice little birthday present to the Bobcat Nation to see that. So we have our first time out here, called by, I believe, the green team, who's letting the lead slip away now, as now it is 19-16. Still in this first set, a couple more points. We'll be done with set 1, on to set number 2 here in Williams Gymnasium, here in game 3 of our green and white scrimmage schedule. And it's going to be number 9 getting ready to set up. It's going to be Madison Goins with the touch. Looks like she was over the line on that serve.
See if this can give Green some momentum to get back on top.
Yeah, down 2 points here. They had the lead for the majority of the contest so far, letting it slip recently. And that, I believe, is number 12 sending it across. That's Peyton Jones with the serve. Oh, a nice block there. I believe that was a combo of number 5.
Myers and Nee, I believe.
That was a double block there.
Olivia certainly, Nee that is, Olivia Nee, certainly has the vertical leap in order to get that done. Certainly showed that all of last season as well.
So as we get back to the action here, nice pass across. I believe that's Smirney on the far side, showing why she's an all-conference performer with a nice kill there right in the far court.
When the ball's coming at you at that angle, I'm sure it's hard to redirect it in a positive manner, and that one went out of bounds for Green Point.
See, that's one of those where you kick your leg out and hope to get a soccer move to send it back. Oh, almost a nice block there. That was number 7. That was Schumacher trying to block that, but it just goes out of play. So White dodges a bullet there as it goes to 21-18. White with the lead here in set 1. It's going to be Adamson serving again. And it's going to be number 2. That's held, sends it back over. It's going to be a point on White. Point for White, rather. 22-18 here to score. White team still leading now with a 4-point advantage. Strike that 3-point advantage with the serve goes right into the net. Adamson.
White has tried to separate themselves, but have kind of shot themselves in the foot with a violation or a bad serve here and there. So we'll see if they can get it done.
So this is Chun back there. It's going to be sending it across from Honolulu, Hawaii, coming all the way to Banner Elk from the islands. Sends it over, and that's going to be a point for. It's going to be a point for the green team as she looks to get her team back into it.
2 points in a row for Green here.
The sophomore getting it's her second year now. And that serve goes right into the net. So it's going to be 23-20, still commanding that 3-point lead.
Inching closer to match point here.
Well, it's going to be a little miscommunication on that. That was 12 and 7. That was Jones and Schumacher. Unsure who was going to send it over as they tried to pass it amongst themselves. A little bit of miscommunication there as White takes a 4-point lead, and it's set point. So we're going to remain set point as that one goes out of play on the serve.
New life for Green here.
So now it's going to be number 11, Caden Hill, is going to get the serve here, the junior from Bethlehem, Georgia.
Caden had some standout moments last year. We'll see what she can do right here in this big moment of the scrimmage.
And that's going to be Moreno sending it over. See if they can get something set up here.
That block goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good back and forth play there right at the net. Both teams not moving an inch off that net. As it's going to be another serve here to Hill.
24-22 in favor of the White team. Still set point.
Nice play across. Moreno again sending it over. And that's going to be the set win. Some mishandling by the green on the side there. So that's going to be the first set win. So that's going to be White getting the win here early on. So a pretty good first set here if you want a pretty good first set here in Williams Gymnasium. Both teams looking strong early on. The freshmen definitely having a presence out here in today's scrimmage.
Yeah, we saw the green team get out to an early lead, and then White rallied and never relinquished the lead once they got up. Like you said, a lot of fresh faces. As someone who followed the squad very closely last year, you'll have to forgive us at home for calling lots of numbers and then checking our papers to see who these people are, because we're not used to many of these names.
Yep.
And certainly in an unusual and certainly not the norm kind of season. But we're happy to just be bringing action to you.
That's the main point. We're happy to be bringing action, especially to the parents and family at home that want to watch their kids play in the sport that they love. This is what we're doing it for. So as long as we have a quick break, we're going to run you through a couple other things that are on our minds and we want to share with our community at home. If you're not already a member of the Bobcat Club, simply visit lmcbobcats.com, click the support tab for more information on how to join the community of supporters who help enhance the lives of our student athletes by providing first-class facilities and financial support for all of our programs. For more information, simply visit lmcbobcats.com and click on the support tab. And if you're looking for a new podcast to binge, be sure to check out Inside the Den podcast, where Director of Cycling Tim Hall sits down with some of our student athletes and staff members for an inside look at Lees-McRae athletics. Produced for the sole purpose of keeping Bobcat fans in the know, you can find the podcast on lmcbobcats.com or on SoundCloud. All you have to do is search Lees-McRae Athletics. And finally, for more information on the Conference Carolinas, which is the home of Lees-McRae, all you have to do is simply visit conferencecarolinas.com, and you could see what's happening in our conference with all of our sister schools. So like we said, first set in the books, 1-0 to the White team. And the head coach, Caitlin Bullock, showing her assistant how to win the first set.
Like we were talking about before, if Caitlin were to get the win tonight with the White team, that would kind of buck the trend that we've been seeing in the other scrimmages.
It's interesting to me, seeing some of the assistant coaches, outshine and outperform their head coaches. Obviously, it's all in good fun. Like Travis said earlier, it's all in good fun. We're just out here enjoying and having some family rivalry, sibling rivalry, rather. So we're getting ready for set number 2 here. Both teams it's going to be a serve. Looks like the green team's going to start. We'll see. We're still some debate on who's going to start with it.
A little bit of miscommunication.
I think they should probably flip a coin and say, okay, so it's going to be White starting out. That's going to be number 9, Madison Goins, putting the ball into play. So start the second set here. 1-0 score, white team with the advantage. And away we go. So the first serve of the second set. Still trying to see who gets the advantage here. The ball goes over. Oh, nice play there. Nice diving effort there by Smirny to keep the ball in play. That's going to be Myers on the far side, making them pay with that nice little attack there.
It's several times now that Myers have been on that left far side and just had a little too much on it to do anything with.
Well, we got
if you're the green team.
A couple of these freshmen have very good leaping ability at the net, and I kind of like to see that, especially in this sport. And it's going to be Smirny again.
Saw a little hole right there, and was able to exploit that with the teardrop.
I'd love to see the point total so far, because I'm sure Smirny has just about a majority. Her and Held, I believe, are the two that are really performing well so far on the green team. Moreno sends it across. It's going to be knee.
Double hit there.
Yep.
So that's going to be a green point.
A 2-1 lead for the green team. Green team starting the second set off on a positive note. They started the first set with an early lead, with white team coming back and taking the set. Myers with another teardrop right in there to even the score.
White returning the favor from the green team.
And looks like we have a new libero starting on the white team. That's going to be number 8, Laura Zayavong, puts on the mist-colored jersey, with Chun still being the libero on the green team. For those of you who don't know, the libero is the defensive specialist for each team, wearing the different colored jersey. Looked like that was a block. I couldn't really quite see from my vantage point. I gotta have tell the men's volleyball player who's officiating to move over every so often so I could see that side of the net. But a nice block there goes to the white side. Okay, as the play goes back to the white team. Oh, nice play there. Oh, and that one just sneaks in. That was number 13. That was Olivia Larson. Nice play down the line.
Everyone was kind of congregated at the net there, and that one just found a neat little place right near the in line to drop in for a white point.
So Adamson getting ready to serve as White's with a 5-2 lead now on the ace. One thing I really like to see with the volleyball is the dances that the girls do when they get an ace. They do a stomp, they do a little cheer. That's always fun. Breaks up the action. Didn't quite see it on there. As Adamson serves. It's going to be just a bump over. It's going to be Adamson sending up for number 13, still trying to learn these names. That is Olivia Larson. Sends it over. Looks like that was a block. It looked like that was number 7, Schumacher, number 11, Hill. Nice block. As green team cuts the deficit to 5-3 here in set number 2. Nice serve going across. Green team's putting up a brick wall at the net. That's Hill sends it across. Getting a nice kill there. Hill, the junior, with a nice hit there. Bring her team within 1.
Great vertical ability there by Hill to get up that high in order to get the downward trajectory on the ball. No real chance to dig that one out for the white team.
So the white team sets it up. That is number 13. That's Larson sending it over. Oh, nice play there by Zayavon. The diving dig. Just a little bit outside. Moreno hit it just a little bit long. That's going to go to even the score, 5-5 here in set number 2. There's the serve, goes right to Zayavong. Nice little hit over. I believe that's number 17. That's
Olivia Nee. For those of you who don't know, kind of an interesting little nugget, Coach Bullock, she played her college volleyball at Erskine, which is in Conference Carolinas, and she has lots of stories of coming up here to the mountain and going back home with an L. And
it's got to be an interesting experience, you know, coming up here as a visitor. Coming up, they always talk about when you go and play the Denver Broncos or the Colorado Rockies, how the weather's a little different, the air's a little thinner. I wonder if that's the same with coming up to the mountain up in Banner Elk.
Yeah, if you were in, I believe Erskine's in Due West, South Carolina, and so it's certainly at a lower elevation than Banner Elk, North Carolina.
So as we get back to the action here, white team trying to control it. Yeah, it's going to be a double hit. Either it's a double hit or he's just giving up the peace sign for the fans at home. I think it's a double hit, though. I don't think he...
Possibly both.
Maybe.
Possibly both. You know?
If he is, that's very nice of him to put up the 2 fingers as a...
Well, we all need a little peace in our lives.
Yep.
Right
nice
now,
little peace
especially.
and love. We've been spending way too much time up on those mountains. It's going to be Hill sends it over to Moreno. Back to Larson. Larson sends it over. And that's going to be another kill. That's for the white team. As now it goes to 8-6 now. White team taking control of the second set. Already up 1-0 in the contest overall. Trying to steal set number 2.
Bit of a deflection there that allowed white to get that point.
There's a good chase down there trying to send it over is Chun, and it hits the top bar.
That is certainly one of the unique characteristics here of Williams Gymnasium, and catches several teams off guard when they come up here to play, the relatively speaking low ceiling.
Yeah, the pipes across there playing defense stops the attack from going over. Oh, some play at the net as white team's going to set it up. That's Moreno with the touch. Goes just out of play. So now the deficit is 9-7 in favor of the white team with the advantage here early on, up 1-0. As we look and see who's serving there, looks like number 2 for the green team, Kafana held. And it's going to be a white point on that.
Nee just kind of dropped it right in there. She kind of glided in the air, making up her mind if she wanted to really take a swing at it or if she just wanted to bump it right over the net and drop it in for a point.
So it's going to be white serving. It's Moreno sending it across. Rain to Zayavong. And it looks like that's going to be...
That'll be a double and a green point.
Yep. I believe that was number 9, the setter for the white team. That was Goins with a double hit. So now it's a 10-8 score. Green team slowly working their way back in the second set. And that's going to be Meyer sending it over as green team sets up. Nice block there. And it's going to end up being a green point on that. That was a nice block at the net that went back. And green sends it back over for the point.
Had 2 people there on the white squad going for the same ball, and that led to a gap where one person should have been, and Nee wasn't able to get over there to recover.
And that's going to be Zayavong sending it back over. May sends it over. It's going to be green with the block. That looks like that's Smirny setting up there. So just a heads up, this is the first of 3 women's volleyball scrimmages that will happen. The next one will be in a couple weeks as the team gets a couple more weeks of practice before we see them again. Hopefully work out some of these miscommunications by then. Still a long way off for the season starts. Zayavong. It's going to be a point there for Green. Green recaptures the lead. And I believe this is the first time they've had the lead in the second frame, as they have an 11-10 lead. Myers with a nice hit. Myers with another point on the far side there.
All tied up, 11 all. Again, I'll remind you that the score you see on your screen is just reflective of how many sets each team has won. You will not see the individual set score on your screen. We'll just be keeping you updated as the stream progresses.
That one goes out of play. That's going to be another point for Green. A mistimed on that attack. As it just a little too much power sends it out of play. So I believe it's going to be 11-12 score. Green team with the early lead. So far, though, good action by both teams. We're definitely seeing some promise from our veterans and some good play from our freshmen, as that's going to be a kill. That's number 7, Harley Schumacher.
With the way things have been going, this 13-11 lead for the Green team seems kind of large, at least here in the second set.
So it's going to extend it to 14-11. Green, a couple point swing here, capturing the lead and holding onto it for a couple points as we near the midway point of set number 2. As we look, and it's going to be hit over by White. Green setting up. Nice hit there by Smyrny. Gets another kill, extends it to 15-11. Green's in control. The other thing we wanted to add, too, is this women's volleyball team is not only excellent on the court, they're also excellent in the classroom, as they finish with a 3.40 cumulative GPA to win the American Volleyball Coaches Association Team Academic Award. That's going to be a point there for the white team. So like we said, winning the Team Academic Award back on July 21st, so congratulations to the women's volleyball team. They also reached their Dig Pink fundraising goal through the Side Out Foundation, raising enough money to win that award. So congratulations to that as well. And we're back to play here. Green setting up. Almost a nice save there by Myers on the sideline, getting the men's volleyball players a little bit of action over at the table.
Nice to see they're looking alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this spring season is going to be rather interesting with both men's and women's playing in the same semester. See how that works itself out, as we have two coaches that coach both teams, in Coach Bullock and Coach King. Be an interesting spring for them as the pass goes over, and that's going to be a kill there. That looks like Jones hit it over. Jones getting in the scorebook. 17-12, commanding lead for the Green team. At least a 5 or 6-1 run here, since it was close to being even. I believe it was 13-11 at one point. And that's going to be Larson into the net. 18-12 now. Green commanding this second frame.
Green looking a little more like they did to begin that first set before White was able to claw back in and eventually win it. So we'll see as we step aside here for a quick timeout.
So one other thing we wanted to touch on, too, was the fact that with all these scrimmages going on, we actually have a team competing live against other teams. The men's and women's swimming team competed at the King University Early Season Invite last Saturday and did very, very well. The Bobcats went on to win 14 individual events, and a lot of those events, it was a Lees-McRae first and second finish, and they broke 5 school records in the process. The women's team ended up clinching the event. They won 10 of 14 events, and the men's team finished second, only a couple points behind. I believe Milligan took home the crown on the men's side. But overall, a great showing by our men's and women's swimming team, swimming very well in the pool for their first competition. They have a couple weeks off until they return to the pool. I believe they have a dual meet against Carson Newman on Halloween. So we made the joke last Friday. I wonder if they get to wear their costumes. I haven't heard from Sean if they get to wear costumes or if they don't. I think that'd be a rather interesting event.
It would be fun. It would be fun if they could, especially at least show up to the pool.
My costume of choice would have to be just putting a shark fin on the back and then having somebody, a friend at home, play the Jaws theme song while I'm out there swimming. I think that would be my go-to. Or Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob. That'd be another big one.
Wouldn't want to make yourself less aerodynamic. So,
exactly. You got to win while you're competing. So we have back and forth action. Green coming to the net. Looks like that's held. It's going to be, I believe, an into the net block there. Blocking error. I believe that's number 13 got charged with it, Olivia Larson. As the lead grows now to 19-12. Green commanding the second frame. White looking to regroup here. Larson, a nice hit there on the far side. Set up by Goins beautifully. There was a nice fake there, and Larson came out of nowhere and sent it packing down the sideline. So 19-13, here comes White back into the action. So far, so good here in the Williams Gymnasium. That's going to be Jones. Actually, no, not Jones. That's number 7. Schumacher on the far side sends it over. Larson on the other side returns the favor. Nice hit there, and that's going to be a point. That's number 2. Sounded painful when she hit it. It was a loud smack by her hand. But number 2, Kavana, held with the kill there. Sends the lead 20-13.
See if Green can climb back in here and close this White lead.
So it's going to be Larson sending it over. It's the waiting hands of Smirny. She hits it back over. It's going to be Jones with the bump over. Moreno. Nice. That was I almost think that was a solo block. Number 11 getting in there. And Caden Hill. Also there was number 7, Harley Schumacher. I'm not quite sure if we would call that a single block or a double block, as Hill was the main one celebrating.
I realized I misspoke there a second ago. I said that Green was trailing. Green is in the lead right now, 21-14.
Tell you, it is difficult out here trying to remember who's who, as normally the team in white would be the home team, but it's backwards here today. And it's going to be Hill sending it over, just squeaks by, gets the point there, 22-14. Green in command of the second set.
I think we're quickly on our way to a 1-1 overall
That's what it's
score.
looking like. Forcing
not to jinx
set.
it, but
no, I think you're well in the realm of being optimistic there. Oh, that is in. Wow. We'll call that a questionable call by the line judge on the sideline.
Much to the chagrin of the white squad.
Looked like Coach Bullock pointed that it was in, so she made the call. She's even coaching the men's team out here, if you can believe that. She's coaching both teams out here. She is in full control of who's out here today. I think they wanted it to be touched. Sorry to interrupt you there.
So it is set point right now for the Green squad. 24-14. Green leads as Hill is back to serve.
And the serve, it stays in. I think that could have been long. Let's see if Green sets something up here. Nice hit there. That was number 2. Kavana held. And that's going to be a 25-14 set win for Green. So now it evens the score up at 1 apiece. As we take a quick break from the action here, as we both try to rest our voices here and get ready for set number 3.
And we are back getting ready for the third set and more action here from Williams Gymnasium. Joining us right now is our Vice President of Athletics, Craig McPhail. Craig, how are you?
Travis, I'm good. It's always good to be in the high country on a day like today. Cloudless skies and the leaves are looking just fine outside of the Williams Gym.
Absolutely. I think we are probably peak leaves right now for the most part. You have such a brief moment where they're really, really nice before they kind of start turning that brown color. So if you're up in the high country right now, I'm certain that you see what I'm talking about and are enjoying it.
Well,
Greg,
Travis,
how are things coming?
Tell me a little bit about what have you seen so far with volleyball. I just popped my head in, and I know I talked to Coach Bullock earlier in the week, and she was really excited about this group and how they've been progressing. It's a young bunch, but
yeah. What
have you seen so far?
Well, to your point, a lot of faces out here that I'm not nearly as familiar with as others. We've been calling lots of freshman names, but we seem, early on to this point with a 1-1 overall set score going into the third set. We seem to have a balanced squad. I don't see one side or the other really kind of flexing their muscle. I think from top to bottom, we're competitive and don't seem to have lots of weak points or lots of weak links in the chain, that is. And we are back to action here with Green serving. Myers with the kill attempt, and that ball was attempted to be dug out there by the green squad, but Smyrny was not able to get over there to it, so that'll be an early 1-0 lead for the white squad.
We certainly look more athletic. I think that there's
we are larger
in terms of length and height. I think that's going to help us in a lot of areas. I think there's a lot of multi-talented young women on the court.
Hill there with a rocket that was able to land just in for a point, 1-1. And Green is back to serve, Smyrny.
Bobcat fans, I hope you've had a chance to look at the construction cam on Tate Field as we have removed the dirt and have started the unloading of a lot of gravel. Trucks have been dropping off as much as they can today of gravel to create the base. Drains are being put in place, and we're looking to have some turf on that field in a couple weeks as they begin to lay the carpet out.
White put that one in the net, so that'll be Green point and serve. And here is Olivia Nee putting it over, but Green able to rally, and I believe that was Hill with the kill there on the far side. Again, coming in with a very strong right hand. Coach Bullock now out here kind of doing some on-the-fly coaching, and that's one of the benefits of having an inter-squad scrimmage. If you want to have a coaching moment real quick, you have the opportunity to do so.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed these. It's been a great opportunity for our coaches to really do some on-court teaching without having to use a timeout.
Nee there trying to spike that ball, but she was able to, or was not able to do so, put it right in the net. So that'll be a point for Green. 4-1 Green leads right now. Smyrny back to serve. I think
Coach Bullock's competitive nerves got involved with that because she did not like being down 4-1.
I don't doubt that at all. There, Larson and Nee combining for the block. And that'll be a white point, and they will be back to serve.
I want to thank all of our Bobcat fans for watching the last two Friday scrimmages. We had a fun time with women's soccer starting off and women's softball last week, and looking forward to a lot of action as we are able to show you Bobcat athletics.
Smyrny not able to dig that one out, so that'll be another white point with, I believe that is Adamson back to serve. And her serve goes long, so they will trade points here, and Green will be up to serve. 5-3 the score. Green still leads. And Chun's serve goes long there for the green squad. So again, we will trade sides of the floor here for the serve. Larson now back for the white squad to serve. Good rally here. Both teams going back and forth. Hill puts it over, but I'm not sure exactly what is the call in this particular situation.
I'm
not sure what the call
either,
was,
but
it'll be a white point, and it'll be 5-all the score with Larson again back to serve for the white team. Smyrney tries to go for the kill, but it was able to be dug out by the white squad, and that kill was number 14, Moreno. Again, I do apologize for having those pauses and saying the number and then the name, just trying to still learn the squad. Back to action here, and Green tried to have a little teardrop, but White was able to dig that out, and Hill now with the kill attempt. That is no good. Back and forth we go, and Knee drops it over for a White point. And right now, the score is 7-5 in favor of White after Green got out to an early third set small lead. Larson's serve catches a little bit of the net, but goes over, and Green is able to get the point there as Larson wasn't able to dig that ball out.
Bobcat fans, I hope you've had a chance to support the Bobcat Club. These are great opportunities to enhance the student-athlete experience. There's a page on our website that says support. Go there and make a gift. Use the Give Campus platform to make a difference. Let's give back and create a wonderful opportunity for our young people to look back on their time in Banner Elk as a success. Just like that point right there with an emphatic slam.
Knee with the powerful kill there. So it'll be 8-6. Still a 2-point lead here for the White squad. I remind you again that on your screen you will not see the score of the set. So you see 1-1 there. That is just how many sets each squad has won, and we'll do our best to keep you updated on the set score here verbally as we continue this broadcast. Back and forth we go here. Green puts one over. Larson's able to set, and Knee puts one over that Green was able to return. Back and forth we went there, and a little miscommunication there by White eventually leads to a Green point. 8-7 the score.
Really proud of the hustle. They are in this right now, locked in.
Smyrney tries to go for the big kill there, but it's deflected, and White's able to get the ball back over. Smyrney again, over. Knee going for the kill, and takes a deflection, but that is successful for the White squad. So White continues to lead 9-7. Again, a 2-point advantage for the White squad. Adamson back to serve for the White team. Her serve hits the net but crawls over and will drop in for a point. And so Adamson gets the assisted ace and is again back to serve as they lead 10-7. Smyrney tries to go for the kill, but Adamson's able to dig that one out. Larson puts it over, but that ball will go long, and that will be a Green point.
Bobcat fans, I ask you to follow along, watch the ride with us. Go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, to see all the great things that are happening within inside athletics here at Lees-McRae College.
Myers takes a big swing at that one, but again, some communication issues there for the green squad that leads to a white point. Craig, to your point, I definitely think that Coach Bullock is showing her competitive juices right now and coaching her kids hard there for the white team in order to try to get this win.
I'm glad she's wearing a mask because I think we might have seen a couple of grimaces or things that she might not have been real pleased with, but she has taken a wonderful liking to building this program and getting it to the place that we all thought it could be. It's been a traditional power in Conference Carolinas for us, and I think we're only a couple months away from being able to see a little bit of what she's already had an imprint on.
We alluded to that earlier, talking about Caitlin playing in Conference Carolinas herself and having came up here to Banner Elk several times and leaving with an L. And I know that she knows all about the tradition of Lees-McRae and is certainly doing a great job leading Lees-McRae back to prominence here in Conference Carolinas. That last point was a deflected ball and will be a white point.
Assisting Coach Bullock this year is going to be Abigail King. Really glad to have Abigail here. She comes from King University. First time we've had an assistant for both programs, and that insight and experience will be beneficial to the growth of both of our programs. So look forward to learning more about Abigail, and hopefully you can kind of tune in and see just how good these two young women are in leading our programs.
White continues to lead 12-10 here after the net violation from the white squad. Smyrny's serve is returned by the white squad. Back and forth they went, and that ball will go out of bounds, and that will be a green point. So 12-11 white leads. Green narrowing that lead significantly. Adamson able to get the dig from the Smyrny serve, and white gets it over, and green takes a big swing. That was Schumacher, number 7, but her ball went out of bounds, so white will get the points, and white leads 13-11 with Adamson back to serve for the white team. And Larson and Nee combined there to try to block that green kill attempt, but their block will carry them out of bounds, so that will be a green point. White leads 13-12. Green serve. Chun back to serve. And Chun's serve goes long. Bradley Peters, our men's volleyball player and linesman over there, does a little celebratory dance of sorts. And White will get the point, 14-12. White leads. Larson with the serve. Smyrny digs that one. And here comes Green. They get blocked, but still have control. Hill now. Her kill attempt is successful, I believe. So the score now is 14-13. Green trailing by 1. Hill will serve for Green.
Bobcat fans, please take time to get on Spotify or Apple iTunes and follow the Bobcats in the Inside the Den podcast. A great opportunity to learn a little bit of behind the scenes, but also listen to Coach Hall interview some critical pieces to our athletic department. A fun way to get inside look at Bobcat athletics.
Hill's kill is blocked and then sent back over, but eventually we will have a double from the green squad. So that'll be a white point. Moreno is back to serve for the white squad. 15-13, white leads.
Bobcat fans, I ask you to continue to pray for Lindsey Bowden. She has made the trip to the Shepherd Center in Atlanta to continue her rehab progress. So please continue to be Bowden strong as we pray for our women's soccer student athlete who was injured in a skateboarding accident.
Adamson's digs that one for the white squad. Meyer's shot is blocked, but that will be a green point. A very quick back and forth there. So green point, White leads 15-14. Green will serve. That serve hits the net and falls in. I believe they will count that for the green squad. They will.
I've watched a lot of volleyball in my day. I've now seen 2 of those shots in the last 5 minutes. Maybe that's something they're teaching. That we need to kind of get the video of how to do that.
And that serve for the green squad will go long, and that'll be a white point. Held was the server back for green for that one that went long. Adamson now will serve for white. And her serve will go directly into the net, and so we will trade serving sides here.
I think there's a little fatigue being played. They've only been returned to practice for the last couple of days and seen a little rust, but I think that we've seen a great deal of talent and upside as well.
Score is tied up, 16 all. Nee takes a big swing at that one, gets blocked at the net, and I believe they called a double.
Either that or some net interference.
Either way, that'll be a green point, and green will take the 17-16 lead. Chun back to serve. Nee's kill attempt is successful after green tries to block that, but it caroms out of bounds. So we are tied again, 17-17. Goins back to serve for the white squad. And her serve will go long. So green will retake the lead, 18-17. Jones now back to serve for green.